Hello, ladies. Today, I want to talk about Candace Owens. So let's get started. Candace Owens has become one of the most powerful voices in the conservative political movement in the last couple of years. I want to say maybe in the last 3 years. What makes Candace special is not her education. She doesn't have a college degree. It's not her looks. It's not that even she's a black woman. It's the fact that she created a platform for herself and a lifestyle for herself that is actually very positive. And I think that we could learn a lot from Candace. Now, there are many videos on YouTube loving Candace, hating Candace, and everywhere in between. But I want to talk about why I believe a lot of black women dislike Candace, hates Candace, and well, even despise her. And first, I want to say I do not agree with everything that Candace says. I am also a conservative woman, so obviously a lot of her points I agree with. And I love how she has taken the world by storm. You know, she's not concerned if you like her or not. She's doing what's best for her lifestyle. And I just want to cover 3 reasons that I think people really despise Candace. The first reason is, as a collective, black people have a history of shunning correction, progression, personal development, refinement, and anything that makes us look bad, we simply don't want to talk about. You know, a lot of the talking points that conservatives make are about crime and social justice issues, and all of those things are important. And listen, I'm not here to tell you who you should vote for, who you shouldn't vote for, who you should like, who you should dislike. This video really isn't about that. I believe every adult has a right to vote how they choose. That is the American way, and that is the most important part of being an American citizen, for those of you who are Americans that are watching me. What Candace represents is a change of thought. What she represents is researching what we believe. What she represents is standing up for your personal truth. And so I think a lot of times we get confused or conflicted about people who have messages that are different than what we are used to hearing. Yes, talking about police brutality, racism, discrimination, all of these things are very, very important. But what's even more important is researching why we believe what we believe and making sure that it's based in our personal convictions, our values, our morals, and how we want to live our life. People can say what they want about Candace, but Candace came from a broken home. She started her platform right here on YouTube before she moved into the media and working with the Trump campaign and everything else she's done. She's just released a book called Blackout. I purchased the book. I cannot wait to read it myself. I'll leave a link in the description box below, because I feel before we dislike someone, and I've had to do this with myself, we have to know why we dislike that person. And we have to actually do the research. And quite frankly, a lot of black people do not do research into policy, into statistics, and into the real facts that drive politics or that drive what we're presented in the media. And so I think it's important to explore why you believe what you believe. And I think people reject Candace because they don't like her talking about black on black crime. Yes, we know people of all races commit crime at a high number within their communities, but it cannot be disputed that we have a crazy number of homicides within the black community, a crazy number of homicides that are conducted towards black women, and the risk that black women are at when we don't vote based on our personal best interest. And so I do want to say that this video can really relate to all women, but as a Black woman, I wanted to focus on why I think that we may sometimes find Candace very polarizing. So I think we fight against facing reality. I had my own struggle with this, with the things that I know that I need to work on. Sometimes it hurts to tell the truth, and sometimes it hurts to face the truth. But if you want to change your life, this is key. This is one reason, outside of Candace's political message, that I really love her and I really enjoy her platform, even though I don't agree with everything she says. The second reason I think a lot of Black women reject Candace is because of groupthink. As a Black person, you are somewhat taught who you should vote for, how you should think, what it means to be a Black woman, what it doesn't mean to me to be a Black woman, what it means to support Black people, what it means to be pro-Black, and I reject all of this. Really, I believe that's what divesting is all about. I talked to you in a previous video about the importance of divesting from ideologies that don't suit you, your family, or your personal life, and even down to your finances and your image. And I believe Candace represents this to the T. I mean, she is bucking back against groupthink. And I think that as a Black person, a lot of Black people don't want to feel isolated from other Black people. And what that does is that forces us into a corner and makes us think like everyone else. And a lot of Black people just don't want to be ostracized. And I think you have to understand your life is for you, it is for your family, it is to serve God, it is to do what you believe God put you on this earth to do. And how people feel about it is really irrelevant. So I would urge you, if you are revamping your image, if you are on this journey of becoming the quality woman that you know you want to be, you have to disassociate from groupthink. And I think that this is what Candace is showing us. I think another reason that Black women tend to shun Candace is because she lives a lifestyle that I think a lot of people believe they aren't able to attain. Yet here's this woman that comes from a broken home. And this video was inspired by another YouTuber that I recently found. I love to hear her talking points. I just love to listen to all different types of people. And I love her talking points. And so I've been listening to this YouTuber, and this video was inspired by her. I will leave a link to her video in my description box below because I really loved hearing her story, her journey of becoming a more feminine woman, her story of choosing better men for herself, and understanding that as a woman, it is our duty to create a lifestyle that is going to benefit us so we can be the best people and the best citizens. We can't help other people if we aren't in the position to help other people. And I think Candace represents a different lifestyle that make some Black people uncomfortable. She is interracially married. That is always a hot topic. I don't know why, because all women, but in particular Black women, because of our low marriage rates, because of our high out of wedlock pregnancy rates, Black women need to know that marriage is for them. Okay, marriage is not just for white women and Asian women and other women, even though our rates are devastatingly low. Living a lifestyle with a good man, a quality man who is loving, caring, a provider who loves you is actually possible for Black women. And no, there is no perfect man, and no, every woman is not going to get with some rich, high value man. I mean, I think that it's funny that a lot of women use that talking point because the statistics don't back it up, okay? It just doesn't back it up. It's a false talking point. It's a way for people to either deceive you as a woman or they just don't know what they're talking about. Most men make on average, I believe, $35,000. Look it up. That's white and Black. For Black men, it's even lower, but we know that there are successful people. There are hardworking, middle income to high middle income earners. And hey, we live a great lifestyle too. So I think it's important to remember that Candace is no different from you. She is no different from me. She created a lifestyle for herself. She created the image that she wanted to for herself, whether she is Black or white or Asian. She doesn't worry about that. And just because Candace is Black, it is not her job to pander or cater to Black people. I don't believe that's her role. Now, a lot of people make the assumption that she doesn't care about Black people. She's just a puppet for her political party. Whether you believe that or not is irrelevant. It's really about, let's look at her life. Let's look at what she's been able to accomplish. Here's a girl that was raised by her grandparents. She understands the broken family structure. She understood that she needed a husband that was a man, a masculine man. She understands the importance of hard work. There's this idea that quality women, we don't work, we just want to be taken care of, yada yada. That's a lie. Biblically, the Proverbs 31 woman is a hard-working woman. Okay, we work. There's no way you can maintain a relationship with a man and not work. Okay, whether that's working in the home, whether that's adding and contributing to his life, whether that's bringing in your own income and you and your husband deciding how you're going to manage your finances. Every woman is going to have a different journey. The most important thing is that Candace represents a woman that is living on her own terms. And I think that is so important for us, especially as Black women, because of the way we are viewed in the media and because of the dark statistics that cloud around us. So I think the message that I'm leaving you with is make your own decisions about what's best for you in your life. And don't make judgments about people based on their political thought process, because these people may have a different experience from you. They may have different value sets that they live by. And I think that you should make a decision for yourself for what's best for your life. Candace is not teaching anything bad, okay? She is not teaching us about our WAP. She is not telling you to take your clothes off to make money. She is not telling you to get with a man who is not masculine or who's not going to be there for you. She is not telling you to have children out of wedlock. She is not telling you to be loose and to not care about yourself. There's nothing wrong with being a strong woman, okay? Being a strong woman means that we can deal with what life throws us. As women, we face all types of things, and we have to be strong enough to endure those things. But for those of us who believe in the institution of marriage, who believe in our values, who believe in, that we can have a great life, we want that strong man holding us up. We're not here to do it alone. And so I think there's a lot that we can learn from people that we don't like, that we don't share their belief systems, but we can take the positive things about that person and we can apply them to our life so that we can have the best experience ever, so that we can reach our goals, so that we could be happy and so that we could be loved. I believe that's the most important things that we can learn from Candace Owens. I would love to hear your thoughts, whether you hate her, whether you love her. Let's be respectful in the comments. We're not here to argue. You don't have to like Candace. This is my perspective. It's my channel. It's always going to come from my lens, but you can disagree as long as you disagree respectfully. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.